Hello, hi everybody. How you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of you from Calgary, Alberta, in good old Canada. Hope you're doing well. Today's date is Tuesday, January, February, March, April, May. Tuesday, June the 18th, 2024. I think the longest day of the year, the longest day of the year might be 3 or 4 days from now, actually. Am I right on that? Isn't it sort of around here, this part of June every year? Isn't this the summer solstice, the longest day of the year? We're just about there. I can tell you that when I go to bed at night here, it's not dark out. We turn the lights off. Jen and I turn off the lights, and I can see the room. And then about an hour or two later, it's dark. But if I get up, I can't sleep, and it's midnight. I look out to the northwest. I can see a sliver of daylight way out there, like way out there, because on the North Pole the sun is not setting. If you're in Stockholm right now, I think sunset is quite quite a bit off, like quite a bit. It's late. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. What's the word you're looking for, Bruce? Later, yes. Let's take a look here. Sunset in Stockholm is 10:07 p.m. Tonight at 10 o'clock is sunset. I'll bet you can walk the streets of Stockholm at 11 o'clock at night, and it's kind of like sun is set, but it's not dark yet. Trust me on this one. Sunrise. I don't even know when sunrise is in Stockholm. It's got to be mega early too. Um, I'm not sure. I can't tell you if I could. I don't see it here, but here it is. 3:31 in the morning. 3:31 in the morning is sunrise. Hello, wake up. Let's go. 3:30. It's daylight. So the sun sets at 10:07 and it comes up at 3:31. That's a little more extreme than most of you, I think, are used to out there. Welcome to the party, pal. Our sunset. Boy, I wish I could. I sure wish I could operate my own little phone here. Our sunset now is 9:54, close to 10 o'clock at night. And like I said, We go to bed. Jen and I go to bed at 9:30. I'm in bed at 9:15 to get up for you guys. It's still daylight. You gotta love it. I love the weather. I love it all. Thank you all for joining me, and welcome to the party, pal. Just a little factoid for you. David Blinkhorn has decided to become a member of this channel today. Major decision for David, a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member level. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. I hope you're learning a lot about what's going on around here and figuring out what we talk about and how maybe option writing is for you. Well done, and welcome to the party, pal. Nice to see you with the gang here today. Thank you, those of you who have been, becoming members and upgrading your membership to the gold gold bagel level. Congratulations, and welcome to this family. We have 57 thumbs ups. Thank you for all those of you who just nailed the thumbs up button. First thing you do, you get here, boom, hit this guy's thumbs up button, give him a go. Thank you for that. Also, the poll question today. Have you seen my poll question? 174 of you already have done it. The question is simply this: if an activist investor quietly tried to buy 10% of GameStop, how high would the shares go in price? Would there be an effect on the stock price if someone tried to get 42, 43 million shares of stock on GameStop without really letting anyone in on it? And boy, is this question a doozy, because 32% of you are saying they wouldn't go up very much, Bruce. The first 40 million this person purchases or this group gets, don't know if that's going to have an effect. Some folks are going, 37% are saying actually they would go to that 30-40 range. They'll go a little bit, but they won't go too far. Then there's 30% of you thinking, I think it would go over 40. I'll put it to you this way. Here's my hunch. I would suggest that answer number 2, between 30 and 40, might be the one. depending on how quickly someone tried to get 10%. But I'll tell you, if the word got out during during this move, the word leaked up, then all bets are off, because then, oh my God, the speculation will go through the wall, and the stock could really go nuts. Who knows? We would really run like crazy. 199 respondents now have come in, 200. So 200 of you have answered the question. 32% saying it's not going to do much. 38% it'll go 30 to 40, and 29% it'll go over 40 a share. We'll keep an eye on that response, and thank you all for helping out with that. Hit the thumbs up button, take the poll question, become a member, take the classes, and thanks for the donations. All right. Yeah, look, I mean, who here was happy? Who here was jumping up and down going, oh, what a fantastic annual meeting they had yesterday at good old Gamestop, huh? Didn't they break the mold yesterday? Oh, wow, things have really changed for us. It sure looks good, huh? Or has the reaction been, oh no, not again, not another one? Don't tell me this. I was in a meeting. I couldn't watch Uncle Bruce at the time, and I wasn't able to follow what happened. Please don't tell me. Please, God, don't tell me. Don't tell me that they had the annual meeting with, I don't know how many thousands of listeners, how many potentially dozens and dozens of media outlets listening to every syllable from anyone. Please, God, don't tell me GameStop did one of those meetings where they read from this piece of paper, and that Ryan Cohen read a 3-minute statement that was written probably in January of this year, where he said nothing. Please, God, don't tell me they did that. Please tell me they answered a bunch of questions from shareholders. Please tell me they took questions from media. Please tell me that they are aware of the fact that the company is a completely different company today than it was a month ago. Please tell me they acknowledged that. They didn't. What? It was over in 15 minutes? Krusty the Clown, what do you think of the meeting they had yesterday? Thanks, Krusty. Oh, my God. So, I'm going to ask you this question. Based on the performance of management of GameStop yesterday, to the world media, that is the freest advertising you could ever want. I mean, there are public companies who would kill to have this kind of attention on their stock. I mean, kill. Based on this performance, and it ain't the first time either. This isn't the first time. Was this the last straw? Could there be, is it possible there is a group, an entity, a person, somewhere, somebody who's going to say enough is enough? And oh, by the way, the guy who's leading this company is an 8.5% shareholder. It's all he's got. 8.6% of the stock is all this guy has now. Remember, he put in maybe $200 million of his own money to buy this thing up. Remember, when he started buying this stock in 2020, the stock was $4, $5, $6 a share. He finished buying it originally at $14 to $16, but his average was like 10, maybe. Then he bought some more stock after the split, or pre-split a year and a half ago, and he got up to 14% ownership. Maybe another 100 million went into the damn thing. He's got, he had 78 million into the company to take it over, by the way. 78 million he put in. He got a board seat. He got buddies in on the board. He kicked out the other guys. He took over. He put another 100 million in. And that's it. And he's now down to 8.6% because he's diluted the stock for cash, which is okay. He's got $4 billion in the bank. That's okay. Very, very okay. But that means he didn't buy any more stock himself, so he's at 8.6%. Could someone out there go, well, Jesus, come on, man. There's 426 million shares out there, isn't there now? With all this stock been issued, there's 426.2 million and 313.3 million free floating, and there's 46.5 million officially short. You add the 46 million to the 313 million, don't you have 360 million shares out there flying around? It's 360 million shares. How many of those shares are held by retail investors? How many of those shares are held by loose-handed day traders and retail investors? Hey, maybe, just maybe, someone out there is thinking, well, geez, if I could get my hands on 42, 43 million shares in like the next week or two without, ruffling a lot of feathers, I'm not going to brag about it. I'm going to do it quietly, of course. I can buy this stuff down here at $24.50 right now in the pre-market. Maybe it'll go down to $20 later today or tomorrow, or 21 or 22. Thursday or Friday. Tomorrow we're closed. Maybe I can scoop this stuff up. Maybe I can get my hands on 4% for under $24 a share, and then get the other 6% between 24 and 30, and I got 10% of the company. I own more than the guy running it. Do you think that that's a starting point? To, at that point, announce the fact that, oh, hey, hi, I just filed SEC paperwork. I own 10.5% of the stock, and I intend to get a better return on my money because existing management isn't doing it for me. What do you think will happen with the stock then? I'm asking today, what's going to happen with the stock, just someone acquiring this kind of stock? Then what? Don't think for a minute. Don't even go anywhere near the fact that you think Roaring Kitty is the guy to do this. That ain't going to happen. It's not going to be Roaring Kitty, okay? It doesn't have to be Roaring Kitty. It's not going to be Roaring Kitty. It has to be someone totally unconnected to Roaring Kitty. However, I will say this. If our friend Roaring Kitty, Mr. Keith Gill, has acquired now 9 million shares, and if he were to start writing call options on his stock, 10,000 contracts that expire every week, call options at prices from 28.30 to 35 to 40, 45, out, week after week, month after month. If he wrote call options on all 9 million of his shares, and he brought in $5 a share in premium on average, he'd bring in $45 million. He could buy 2 more million shares at around $22 a pop. He'd have 11 million shares. Now, if this gentleman were to notice that, well, not only is he picking up more stock, but there's this guy, girl, organization, somebody buying up 10% of the company on the open market and is an activist investor, and Keith Gill were to say, have a telephone chat with that individual, a little, hi, how are you, cup of coffee, and they're on the same page. What if Keith Gill says, yeah, I now own 11 million shares of the company, and I am fully supporting this new group coming in here to replace Ryan Cohen, replace the board of directors, and take this company to a more aggressive spot. What? That's 11 million more shares out of what's out there. How many retail investors would follow Keith Gill and the new kids going with this thing? If the new guys bought 45 million shares, Keith Gill's got 11 million shares. That's 55, 56, 57 million. And how many of the others will come along? Will another 50 million retail investor shares come along? 80 million investors? How quickly would this new group amass a loyal following of 150 to 200 million shares? Look, 51% is going to be required to make a shift. That's 200 and 14 million shares. Call it 215 million shares, I guess. Yeah, 215 million is just over half. If the outside group bought 45 million and Keith Gill's got maybe 10 million, there's 55 million of the 215 you need. 160 million more retail investors. How many do they have? How many shares? And any institutional investors, is there any loyalty to the existing management from existing hedge funds and bigger players, Citadel and Blackstone and all these others? maybe not. Maybe Ryan Cohen can gather up 40% support very quickly without, just a couple of text messages. He's got 40% of the vote. But this new group came in with 51% of the vote. It's over. I mean, you got a fight on your hands now, and you've got lawsuits, you've got court cases, you've got everything muckied up. This company's not going anywhere. And now you've got a fight between two groups of management. Shareholders will ultimately be asked for a vote. What do you want to do? 51% of the voters come in and say, we're sick and tired of these annual meetings where nothing gets said. We're really, really sick and tired of these quarterly financial reports that come out, and they don't even take a goddamn phone call. They don't even make a bloody call anymore. Yeah, we're really tired of that. Maybe, just maybe, there's going to be trouble in paradise over at the Grapevine, Grapefruit, or whatever it's called, Texas, wherever they're located, near Dallas. There might be issues here. Look, an outside group coming in, an outside investor coming in to pick up 40-odd million shares of this stock, to control a $4 billion cash in the bank company, with an ongoing business. This might be very attractive for someone like that. I don't know. Is there another, 40, 45-year-old entrepreneur out there with billions behind him in capital to take a run at this public company? That's what I want to know. I'm kind of curious about that. Now, for you who are watching me here, let's get it back to our level, okay? None of you are the activist investor. I doubt the activist investor is watching me. That would be hilarious. You can always call. You can always reach me. My email is available. But look, what about the rest of you guys? The 99.99% of the world out there that's trying to make a living and get by in this world, and of the 99.999% of the rest of the world out there, the 0.000000000.1 of you watching me right here, right now, 576 people. For you, what should you do, and how should you do what you do to make money on this whole thing going forward? That's probably what you're asking yourself. Bruce, tell me how I can get richer, because I like the fact that there's volatility in this stock. GameStop is a volatile stock, as has been others, and I want to cash in, pal. And I tell you what, I've been taking your classes, or I'm thinking of taking your classes, or taking a few of them so far. I'm becoming a member of your Gold Bagel member group. I'm on your Discord group. Man, I love this family about making money. Now what do we do? And some of you are saying to me, I hear it loud and clear. Look, I've been watching you now for a couple of weeks. I heard about you. Someone told me about you. I read about you. Somehow I saw a link to this channel on my, when I was looking around YouTube, and I was watching other YouTubers talking about how GameStop is going to the moon every day. It's going to the moon every day. The short squeeze is on every day. It's going to go every day. GameStop is going. It's going. It's going. It's going every day. It's not going. It's not going. It's not going. But it's tomorrow. Oh, it's going tomorrow. We have a whole bunch of 25, 30-year-old experts out there who can help you, guide you in your future, because they have 50 years experience each in investing. They're experienced. And this stock's going. It's going. Oh, it's going. Sooner or later, they're going to be right, I guess. I don't know. There's guys from 2020 still saying the same thing. And then there's me, the old fart, who's just saying, look, forget that. Forget about going to the moon. Forget about going to 100 a share, 500 a share. It would be nice. Oh, it'd be great. Oh, it'd be fun. Yeah, sure. Forget about it. You're not going to pay your bills, and you're not going to knock off your credit card debt. You're not going to retire. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight with GameStop. I don't think so. I would love to say it's going to happen. All you AMC dreamers out there. But I got bad news for you folks. You moon landers, you folks who are looking to land on the moon, you're not getting out of Earth's orbit, okay? But those of you who are here, truly here with me and this channel and this family of regulars, if you're truly here, you're an option writer now. You've decided, you know what? I am sick and tired of this crap where it's just going to go, oh, the short gamma thing is just going to, it's just, oh, wow. You've had enough. And you're looking at me going, the stock is $24.40, Bruce. It's $24.40. It was $10. Granted, back in April, it was $10. And then in May, it started moving and it went to 12, and then it got to 18, $16, $18. And the volume really picked up. It was moving. It was happening. It was starting to, something was going on. And it broke 20. And it had a couple of spikes, ridiculously crazy, unbelievable, but they sure didn't last long, did they? And here we are, $24.40. The company's got $4 billion cash. Great. We're not going out of business. But we got management that doesn't convey the future or even share it. We haven't got it. We don't know what they're thinking over there. And it's all one guy. It's Ryan Cohen who runs the show. And this guy is useless when it comes to the media, the handling of the media, the delivery of the message, inspiring others to go with him for greatness. This guy is useless. Do not make this guy a coach of a baseball team or a basketball team or a football team or a hockey team. He ain't motivating anyone to do jack squat. This guy is keeping everything to himself. And yet the following is amazing. And God bless him for it. But boy, how much longer are people going to wait and tolerate this? So what do we do, Bruce? What do we do? Well, you do what we've been doing here all along. You take your nickels and dimes and quarters and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? And when you get a great day trade or a week trade, you go, oh, this is fantastic. I wrote calls at $4 a piece and I bought them back at $1.80. Oh, I'm a god. You take that and you go, thank you. And I'll now look for my next trade. Absolutely, that's what we're going to do. A number of you are new here. And a number of you newbies write me emails. You've watched a few days, a week or two, and you write me an email. That's all right. I don't mind it. Send me an email. And some of you give me questions. And I think about the movie My Cousin Vinny. I get trick questions. People ask me trick questions. And the judge says, why is that a trick question? You can't answer that question. Why can't you answer that question? Because Chevy didn't make a 350 until 1962. And anyway, if you watch the movie My Cousin Vinny, you know where I'm getting at here. But look, there are kind-hearted, honest questions coming my way from newbies, and one of them all the time, and I get it here on the thing here, and I get it privately, is, well, Bruce, you talk about writing options. It's really interesting. I've really found this a fascinating topic, and gotta say, your channel and your chats are really interesting, and your rants every morning are cool. How much money can I make if I have this much money or this much money or this much money? You talk about trying to get people to quit their day job. Like you're trying to sell the dream, where you're telling me and all the other newbies here that viewers of yours have actually quit their day jobs and are writing options now full time. Well, how much money do I have to have, and what kind of return can I get so that I can too project whether or not I can quit my day job? That's a trick question. And many of you newbies are going, why is this a trick question? This doesn't sound like a trick question. This is an honest question, Bruce. Why can't you answer the question? Because there isn't one answer to that question. There never has been, and there never will be one answer to that question. The answer is multifaceted, and it comes down to a couple of main reasons that I can't answer the question in one simple sentence, and that is, what kind of investor are you? What kind of person are you? What circumstances are you in? None of my viewers are identical. I don't have identical twins here. It's not like every viewer that's a Gold Bagel member is exactly the same as the other one. All of you are all over the map here. You're different ages. You're male and female. You're married or single. You're divorced. You're widow or widowed. You're not married yet. You've been married twice, 3 times. Who knows? It's all over the place on the relationship scale. It's all over the place in career. It's all over the place in age. It's all over the place in experience with regard to life experience, investment experience. You've been in business before and you had your butt handed to you. You've invested before and you've made it and lost it and made it and lost it. It all depends on where you were coming from. And none of you, absolutely none of you, are like anyone else. You're all different, which is the best thing about this channel. I'm never bored around here because when I have a one-on-one meeting with you guys want to look me up for a one-on-one session and say, Bruce, I need an hour of your time. I never get the same story twice. And it's great because I'm not bored. It's exciting for me. So when it comes down to someone saying to me, Bruce, I've got a couple $100,000 and I'm watching you and I like your channel and I like the way you talk to people and you look into the camera and you ask them if they want to rock. I want to rock. I love it when you do that. But I got 200 grand. How much money can I make with my money every month? And I come back and go, how am I supposed to answer this question? I do the best I can answering these questions, but it isn't a one sentence answer. It's complicated. But I can tell you this much. You will not, I guarantee you this. I don't care how much money you have. You got 10 grand, you got 100 grand, you got 200, you got 400, you got $1 million, you got 5 million. I have viewers with millions of dollars asking me questions, how much money can I make? And I can tell you that without any reservation, you will not make unlimited money on one trade doing what I talk about doing. That is not what option writing is. Option writing is limited. The minute you create your position, the minute you write a call option or buy a cash secured put or put a credit spread together, the moment you've done that, you have limited yourself to how much you can make on that trade. It's over. It's a done deal now. And that's actually a good thing because in the real world, all the other channels that you want to watch, the rest of the world, wherever you want to go, you're going to see folks who are, maybe a lot younger than me, maybe a lot goofier than me, or very serious, or very analytical, or whatever, and they're going to talk to you about, generally speaking, they're going to talk to you about, if this thing goes, you can make a whole lot of money here. Yeah, you buy low, and you sell high. You sell high, and that's what everyone else does out there. That's what 90%, 95% of all the other YouTubers who are financial YouTubers do the exact same thing. And whether it's into stocks, or if it's real estate, or it's buying a shrunk-wrapped return package from Costco with 200 items in there, and then we open up the box to see what we got and see if we can sell this stuff. I mean, there's videos on making money from A to Z, and all of those are limitless upside. It's absolutely limitless. I opened a roll of quarters and I found a silver quarter from 1937 that's worth $1,000. Oh my God. You see it all, right? Right? Yeah. That's not the way it works in the option market. Sorry. Options have a limited time frame of life. They die at the end of the term, and they either have a value or they don't. And the game plan around here is to write options that you know the expiry date of, and that you are pretty confident by the time those contracts reach the end of their life, they are worth nothing. And you have kept the premium for those contracts because you wrote the contracts before they were to die at a price that you knew was ridiculously overpriced and that they are going to depreciate to a very low level, if not to zero ultimately. And your game plan is the moment I write a contract, I have got this money in my account right now up front. I'm sitting on it. And if it's worth 1% of your account value, or 2%, or 3%, or 4%, or 10%, or 15%, or 40%, great. And there are people here who will write cash secured puts, and they only have 20 grand, and they'll write 4 $5,000 cash secured puts. All they've got in one trade, one contract 4 times over, and they get 40% of their money back up front. And theoretically, they could make 40% of their money when that contract expires worthless. Realistically, that doesn't work around here. It's not how we generally operate around here. It's not uncommon to bring in that kind of money, 25%, 30%, 40% premium sometimes. Sometimes it can be done. But it's pretty reasonable to also see when these investors will say to themselves, I put 20 grand on the table and I wrote $5,000 cash secured put. I hauled in 40% of my money. I got 8 grand. And as soon as those suckers come down and down and down, and they're only worth about $2,200, I'm going to buy them back and I'm going to keep the rest of the money. I'm going to keep $5,800 on this trade. And if I do the math, if I have time to do the math, it's 29% return on my capital when I close this out. And I have $5,800 now. I got $5,800 plus my $20,000. I got $25,800 now, and I am richer. That's true. Did you annualize that return? No, you just calculated the profit on that trade, which is very smart and very reasonable. There are those out there who run YouTube channels who will tell you, oh, if you do this strategy that I tell you about, you will make an annualized return of 160% on your money. Well, the reality is that you have to be right 10 times in a row on each of these transactions to ultimately get that kind of return, because the first one worked out, the second one wasn't quite so good, the third one was kind of the same, the fourth one was half as good. It's not the same. The market is never the same tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or what. Every day of the week is different. But you can say, yeah, look, I put up 20 grand and I got 5,800 on it, and that's 29%. That's true. And you can annualize it if you want to. It took me a month to make this. So if I did this 12 times in a row, I'd make a humongous, it's okay. But we're getting back now to the next trade and the next trade and the next, because that's the secret to option writing. It's what's the next trade going to be? Because the trade you had didn't make you a millionaire. The trade you're going to make next will not make you a millionaire. And the trade after that won't make you a millionaire. But these trades, one after the other, have a nasty or a wonderful little habit, not nasty, a wonderful habit of making you richer and cash flowing more cash. Listen to the cops. They're coming. They want in. The firemen are coming. The cops are coming. I want to learn how to write options, Bruce. I love this. It's so easy.
That was easy.
It's easy. In any event, option writing is a full-time, permanent marathon race that you have to be prepared to sink your teeth into. And if you're looking for a quick home run ball and you just want to trade, Bruce, all I want is I want to make 10 grand and I'm out of here, because 10 grand will fix all my problems and I don't need anything else from you, then you're wasting your time here, because unfortunately you're going to have to spend $2,550 if you want to watch all of my classes, 17 of them at $150 a shot. That's coming off the top. You're going to have to put time in, because each class is an hour and a half to 2 hours long. So you're going to have to come up with 30 hours of your time to watch them all, plus the money. You have to pay attention. You want to hang around here to see what everyone else is doing. I mean, you have to want to learn how to become an option writer. If you want to become a good mechanic, you got to hang out with mechanics. It would be nice if your mom and dad were mechanics, brothers and sisters and uncles and whatever, but you want to become a mechanic, you can go to school, you can go to your local community college and find a course in mechanics. You're not going to get the course in 1 month and be an expert mechanic. It doesn't work that way. You want to become an expert in tire repair? Okay. You can become a tire person pretty quickly, because that's what you're doing. But don't start thinking you can do tune-ups now. No. Differential repair and all that, forget about it. No, you want to become a full-blown mechanic? Years and years and upgrades and upgrades and upgrades, because cars change. You want to be a doctor? 3-week course on how to become a doctor? No. No, you want to become an option writer, and you want to take a class a week from my classes. 17 weeks it's going to take you to get there. All right. You're going to watch some of these twice or 3 times over, which you can. But it's now a 4-month commitment. And you know what? In the world of making money, that's not a lot of time. Actually, that's quite phenomenal. That in a 4-month time frame, you can handle all 17 of my classes. You have more knowledge crammed into that brain of yours about investing than you probably ever amassed in your entire lifetime. Congratulations. But is that going to make you a successful option writer? No, it's not. Because studying it and looking into it and then doing it is an entirely different matter. And anyone here who's a regular will tell you that privately as well. But it'll give you a head start. Oh, yeah. And you'll find very quickly, what this guy talks about with his option classes. This is very similar to just buying and selling stock too. I didn't know that or that about the market. There's a lot of stuff about the market I never knew, and I've been in the market for 10 years, and I never knew all this other stuff. He adds all this knowledge into the classes on top of each one, and now I understand, and now I know why this guy has a die-hard group of regulars that just won't leave. It's like Kramer in Seinfeld's apartment. Maybe one of us should just leave, and no one is leaving because the symbiotic relationship continues on, and every day the market is different, and people here who are Gold Bagel members and Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members and subscribers are learning about the market every day, new stuff they never knew before. Well, welcome to the channel with the old man, the 68-year-old ancient guy who started in 1978 trading, and in 79 became a broker, and in the 80s was a senior VP of a brokerage firm, is the president of a publicly traded company. He was in the Cayman Islands in the 90s and the 2000s as an offshore asset manager. He's got a lot of experience in a lot of areas. And here he is now kind of retired, and he's just giving it back. He's just spilling it out there for you to take advantage of or not. Totally your call. So, how much money can you make if you have $200,000 lying around? Why don't you tell me? Anybody out there? Does anyone out there want to venture a guess as to how much money someone could make with $200,000 being, say, a very conservative option writer, a mildly more aggressive option writer, or a more active option writer? How about 3 levels of activity of option writing? Now, how much money should these 3 different people make with $200,000 of capital at their disposal? I would think that they would be diversified into more than one position. I would be guessing that they would have shares in something, deep in the money calls, perhaps with deep in the money options. They're doing permanent covered calls. Maybe they're doing a collection of spreads, and they're doing some cash secured puts. Maybe they're doing all 4. What do you think? The most conservative might be doing all 4, and they have different positions of each. I don't know. What did you tell me? And maybe this individual and these other individuals can see for themselves what my viewers think you can make writing options and how much you can make with 200,000 or whatever. Maybe it's just percentages. Don't give me dollars. Maybe just tell me percentages. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Marie is here saying, hi, I'm number 65 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, Marie. Good morning. I'm all glad you hear that. That annual meeting, Bruce, that GME annual meeting, Davut says, he didn't answer any questions. Yeah, maybe it's time for new management. Maybe we need management that does answer questions. I'm kind of wondering about that. I don't know. Welcome, David, by the way, from John Harpster. David Blinkhorn, welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you. Let's see. Patrick says, that meeting actually is pretty good. I mean, Cohen talked about how they'll try to ensure shareholder value in the future. Yeah, okay. Well, if you like that, if that's good enough for you, I kind of think that with $4 billion in the bank now, in the span of 3 weeks, I think we need a little more than that. Maybe a little more. Splair, hey, 97th, 96th thumbs up, man. Thank you. Thanks, Blair. Yeah, what? David, Bruce is the best. Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, let's keep going. What else is going on? Thank you all for being here, joining me. Nice to have you around. What's this all about? I don't know. What kind of money can you make with $200,000? What? I don't know. What else? Yeah, I think Ryan Cohen is collaborating in silence like he usually does. I hope you're right. Really, I hope you are right. Thank you all. Excuse me for being here. What else is going on here? Thank you, popping in. I don't know. Some people are happy, some people are upset. What else is going on here? Whatever. We're opening up in 18 minutes. Giddy up. Thank you all. Let's see what's going on. Any more comments? There we go. I don't see any answers to this question. I think I've been here. Be the casino. I've been running calls and cash puts this year, and I'm on pace to make around 6 figures. Be the casino, folks. So there you go. And there you go. Okay. Well, we'll see what people think about this thing. JJ, I wrote covered calls. Good morning, all from the Big T. Thank you, Paul Richards, for being here today. 174 thumbs up. Good day from Devon, UK. Thanks, pal. Appreciate that. We're looking forward to our visit to the UK this summer. We're looking forward to it. Anyway, I don't have anywhere near 200,000, but credit spreads net about 30% monthly for me. This is not a very aggressive strategy either. This is very smart. Yeah, because credit spreads can be weekly or bi-weekly, several turnovers a month. There can be, some pretty nice returns here. For some folks out there, if you're managing $80,000, excuse me, and you can pull out 30% a month, you're pulling out $24,000 a month. Can you live on 6 of that and leave 18 in your account? Many can. $200,000. You pull out 20% a month, that's $40,000 a month. Isn't that a new lifestyle? Yeah, no kidding. Talk about adding to your thing. Anyway, you can make $500,000. 185 thumbs up, Bruce from Brian. Thank you. Look at this Rocket Lab. Have you seen the move on Rocket Lab this morning? I'm disappointed in something about Rocket Lab. Excuse me. I'm a little disappointed about Rocket Lab. They were up 20 something cents or something earlier here. Where are we at now? I last saw them up 28 at 4 something. Yeah, they're up 30 cents at 464 right now. I'm happy about that. Believe me, I'm not upset at that. What I'm disappointed in is that they came up with an announcement talking about a contract for 10 launches of their new rocket or something. The biggest order they've ever received for this particular rocket. No dollar amount. They're not saying how much this is worth. I really hate it when public companies hide information from shareholders. I get PO'd. We have to deal with the stock price. We have to deal with whether making money or not. We have to deal whether there's bad weather when rocket launches happen or not. We have to deal with failed launches. We pay the price of success or failure on your corporate level as shareholders. We instantly get hit or get rewarded. But when you don't even tell us or give us a ballpark estimate of what this means to the business, it pisses me off. I don't know about you, but it pisses me off as someone who says, these so-called public companies are acting like secret fiefdoms and keeping information from us. I don't like it. I don't. And that's GameStop right now. I don't like it. I don't like being a mushroom and being pooped on in the dark and being told everything's fine. We're working in your best interest. It's all well. I don't like it at all. That's just me. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I have $30 cash secured puts that are expiring this week. I'm a little worried, but also I'm not worried at all because I might need to roll this week or let it get assigned and then write covered calls. I received $10 a share. You're going to be exercised with a $20 price. You're at 24.08. Yeah, take me out. Exercise me anytime. Brian, take a look at next week's contracts. Go for another week. Roll over. Do a 30 for next week. Can you get more money for that put than you would have to pay to get this one back? That's a gain. That's a time cash gain for you. I don't know what's wrong with this picture. I really don't. Congratulations, the new breed of geek. In all honesty, while a gold member still clueless on calls, afraid of my wife's wrath for the cost of the classes, even though I'm sold. But it would be nice to hear stories of when people lose money. Lose helps me know what I'm getting into. All right, people want to know. Well, what happens when I lose? Armando, good morning, Bruce. Do you think GameStop is going below 20? I have no idea. Happy Tuesday, time to fill our pockets from Mr. Premium of the option. We're 14 minutes from opening. Will Howard, thoughts on Riot? I have no idea who that is. Big T, today's launch is 5 satellites of that contract. Interesting. No idea how much it's worth. I am lamented. What is that? Yesterday the live chat was something of nothing. They didn't have to do that. Last Thursday they can send it on an email. I think you're talking about that GameStop meeting. Stephen, Will Howard, TJ, the Wheel Deal talks about Riot. Will Howard talks about Riot. Okay. Deep Value. Okay. Will Howard, there's one of the BTC miners that Keith Gill tracks along with one. Okay, whatever. The best you have. A nice day from, what's this? In the Netherlands. Wow, thank you very much. We'll talk about winning and losing. We'll talk about that. GameStop going to 23. Brian, wish I had more cash. Danielle, GameStop can go absolutely anywhere without notice. John Deere, my wife wants me to take my $100,000 out of GameStop or else it's the end of our marriage. Well, you can take the money out of GameStop and then write cash secured puts, or you can do credit spreads, or you can do credit spreads, cash secured puts, poor man cover calls on any other stocks or a series of stocks as well. John, there's many ways to play this and keep everyone happy at the house. Parasis, did you just pause at loose or lose? Did I? Look, you can make money and you can lose money writing options. There are ways to lose money writing options if you're an idiot. Yes. If you're not conservative, you can be a gambler too. It's not that all option writers are always the casino and all option players are always the gamblers. There are conservative ways to buy and sell call and put options. There are very scary ways to be an option writer. Sometimes there are option writers who spit in the face of the stock to dare them to mess with them, and they sometimes get whacked. But generally speaking, if you're a conservative, smart option writer, and you follow the kind of steps that I like to really highlight around here, I think you're going to be quite pleased with your overall results. But you must be attentive to your investments. If you're going to be an option writer and not pay attention to them, you're going to get hurt from time to time. It's not going to be good. Payloaded. I'm going to buy some puts on John Deere's marriage right now. John Biscuit, Brian says, how long have you been following Uncle Bruce? All you do is talk negatively. Why are you still here? Can't you find another YouTuber to watch who you like? Oh, they love to hate me. There's people who love to hate me. It's the way it is. Whatever. Danielle, John Deere, you can be long with cash secured puts. Cindy, when I first started Iron Condors, I got into Adobe. Uncle Bruce helped me roll out and get out of my mess. A new breed of geek. A lot of us are scared of our wives. So that's why you get her to watch the classes. Because chances are, it's possible she might be a better option writer than you are. You never know. Maybe you team up. I don't know. I know that I have couples here who are very happy, both monitoring everything. There are couples where no, one says only you, the other one says no, only you do it, and others never get into it. It's okay. John, file for divorce immediately. Never get told what to do by a woman. Thank you, John Biscuit. Clay, I had some hairy situations. It's really tempting to write too close with your strikes. Jay Min, John Deere, tell your wife not to threaten you with a good time. Oh, man. Some of you guys are getting yourselves into real trouble here. What can I say? Oh, gosh. It's obvious I can't help everybody around here, isn't it? Oh, my God. Thank you for these thumbs ups today. I think we're over 200 thumbs ups now. I appreciate this, everybody. Keep them coming in. Let me know what you think about that poll question. Get over there and nail that poll question. Let's see how many responses we can get today. Here we go right now. The poll question now is at 579 answers. Make it 580. If an activist investor quietly tried to buy 10% of GameStop, how high would the shares go in price? And 33% are saying they wouldn't go up very much. If someone could quietly buy 43 million odd shares, I think someone could buy 43 million shares without the world knowing about it until, of course, they have to file this thing with the SEC. Some folks, 35% of you are saying, no, they'll go to 30 to 40. They'll go up a bit, but they won't go up that much. And 31%, oh, no, they're going to go way over 40. Even if someone tries to quietly acquire 40 odd million shares, maybe a couple of million a day, 2, 3, 4 million a day, depending on the volume, that will still move the market because it's going to create a short squeeze. It's going to affect the number of shares traded, and it's going to move it. So there you go. This is pretty evenly split here, 33, 35, and 31%. This is one of those poll questions where, it's kind of down the line here. Interesting, isn't it? I find it very interesting. The thumbs up meter right now, despite all the marriages on the line on this channel, 211 right now. Make it 212 thumbs ups have come in. Hopefully, it's going to be okay, and we're not going to have any divorces because of these scenarios. 591 votes, 592 votes. Thank you, voters, on that poll question. You guys are terrific, and thank you for those of you who are joining this channel as new members, those of you becoming Gold Bagel members. For Gold Bagel members, a special announcement. Normally, Wednesday nights is when I go live, primetime live for just Gold Bagel members. This week, tomorrow, Wednesday, is a holiday. Juneteenth, they call it. So I will postpone this show until Thursday. So primetime live with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members. Thursday, 7 o'clock, 1 day delayed, okay? Just pass that on. If any of you are on the Discord channel, would you mind posting that to all the Discorders? That way all the Gold Bagel members know. If you're not a Gold Bagel member, it doesn't matter to you. If you're just a regular member of this channel, it really doesn't matter to you. But if you're a Gold Bagel member, for you kids, Gold Bagel members, instead of going live tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, I'll go live Thursday night at 7 o'clock after Thursday's trading action. Okay? Okay. There you go. There you go. Uncle Bruce, you can't make everyone happy all the time. Well, unless you were bacon, maybe. That makes a lot of people happy. If you were bacon, people would be happier. Brian, I'm going to try to and buy back my covered call I sold yesterday for pennies. Buy more shares and sell more calls. Yippee! Cindy, what other channel can you talk to the YouTuber live one night a week to help with your trades? Really? Where? What? How? Brian, Cindy B, he also doesn't use a lamp. No, don't use a lamp. Big T of the New Breed of Greek. Stick with covered calls and cash secured puts. They are easy to manage. Brian, that is different. A holiday in the middle of the week. It is, isn't it? Brian, someone didn't plan that well. They must have been an option buyer or something. They're certainly not writers. But then again, as writers, if you write a contract today, it doesn't trade tomorrow. It just depreciates. It trades again on Thursday. So if you're writing options that expire this Friday, you only have Thursday and Friday trading to worry about, not tomorrow. Not a bad idea. It's a thought. What can I say? All right. At the moment, I see Apple up 63 cents in the pre-market. I see Tesla down 30 cents. It looks like we're up a little, like 9 cents maybe on Google, just a little better at the moment. Let's take a look at the markets overall and see what we've got going on here. Pop those two things off. Here we are. Market data. The Dow is down 20 points. That is called a big fat nothing burger. S&P is down a point. That is a mega nothing burger. NASDAQ is up 6 points. Another nothing burger. Oil is up 20 cents at 80.53. The oil producers are desperately trying every trick in the book, every little one-liner, all kinds of shills to scare people into actually thinking that there's a shortage of oil. The United States of America is right now, unbelievably but true, the number one oil producer on the planet. More oil is produced from the United States than any other country on earth, and that includes Saudi Arabia and that includes Russia. This is under President Joe Biden. You know, the guy in the White House that just doesn't tweet every 15 minutes and the non-felon, the guy that's not a felon, that guy. Oil is flowing out of U.S. oil wells like you can't believe at 80 U.S. a barrel, Texas pricing. U.S. oil companies are making a fortune. They're making an absolute fortune because American know-how and oil industry specialists have figured out how to extract oil at such a cheap price per barrel using all kinds of new techniques that have been developed in the last 25 years. Oil keeps coming out of fields that have no business in producing oil, certainly from the 40s until the 1990s. These fields that today are producing oil would never have been commercial back in those days. It's incredible, the advancement of technology to extract oil out. In Saudi Arabia, all you got to do is drill down to a certain depth and you hit a certain sand formation and oil just flows. And it is a light, sweet, valuable commodity. The Saudis have had it so easy for decades. Just pull the crap out, load it up into some tanks, do a bit of refining with it, and put it on the tankers and cash in. And in the Mideast, many countries have enjoyed a phenomenally good lifestyle off the backs of Americans and Europeans and others who, gullible enough, we keep burning this crap to use it. It is so stupid how we abuse this commodity and how primitive we still are in the use of oil. Oil can be used in such much more efficient and smart ways and much less polluting. But we still insist on just pumping this crap into our tank and then turning a key and getting a battery to hit a spark and make this thing burn and drive down the road like people did in the 1910s and 20s. It's just amazing. And the interests, the political interests and the business interests in the entire automotive trucking world are going to make damn sure we don't forget about it. And we get scared into believing these guys that without them, we're screwed. It's truly phenomenal how brainwashed we all are when it comes to the entire industry, whether it's the oil producer, the refiner, the gas station, the car company, the affiliated businesses all around that business. What can I say? We are addicted to this primitive 1800s technology, 1900s technology, and there are Teslas all over the road that just drive. And sure, I had a Tesla this winter that I rented, and yes, it died on me. In my last week of being in Palm Desert, my Tesla died on me. And all I had to do was text my owner, who texted Tesla, who sent someone out, and it got looked after. Within 18 hours, I'm back on the road, and it was to my owner, it was a cheap repair. It was a battery replacement, one of these 12-volt batteries, not the big battery. It was a nothing burger. It's incredible. And every day in California, driving to Costco and to Walmart and to Trader Joe's and to wherever, how many cars have I seen abandoned and with the hood up all over the desert all the time? We don't even pay attention to abandoned vehicles anymore. We just go, oh yeah, well, that guy didn't take care of his car. That's what that is. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Anyway, we're open. We're open for trading. Enough of my rant. We're here. Welcome everybody to the program and the show, and I'm glad you're here. Big T, thanks for the advice. I'm hoping to get the first few classes done by the end of the week. Also need to get more active in Discord and find a good brokerage. The Big T, also ask along. Lots of helpful folk on the Discord. New breed of geek, definitely just waiting until I get a few classes under my belt, continue some research on options in general. Got a cheat sheet started so that I at least have a general idea during discussions. Larry Titus has rung the bell. Spicy's also ringing the bell. Richard Carlin, we're up and we're on. We're running. We're open. We're trading. Hello. Welcome everybody to the program. Nice to have you here. Are you still driving a gasoline car? Are you kidding me? Are you thinking about buying a brand new car and it's going to be gasoline? Are you out of your mind? Within 5 years, your vehicle is worthless. The governments are going to outlaw them. Sooner or later, they will be no longer eligible to get a license plate put on them. Might be a decade. Your cars are depreciating to zero within 10 years. I'm just saying. I know there'll be exemptions, and you'll be part of the exemption, I'm sure, because you're a pickup truck lover or whatever you are. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's all right. But boy, how stuck in the 1900s are so many of you out there gullible because you got sucked into the media machine. It's amazing. But then again, it's the same thing in politics, and it's the same thing if you believe a sports team general manager telling you how great the team is that he's managing. The fact that four of the best stars are injured, nobody else wants to join the club, and you've gone through 5 coaches in the last 4 years. It's all fine. It's all great. There's nothing. All is well. Kevin Bacon, Animal House, all is well. Okay, it's all right. I'm not mad. I'm just a guy in front of a computer saying, "How you doing? Are you making any money writing options?" And and don't buy a gasoline-powered car. But that's just a guy. I'm just a guy. Hi, look, we're open. We're up 4 points on the Dow. There you go. We got a 4-point gain on the Dow. AI up 4 cents. Gamestop 24.48, down about 70 cents. 24.50. ME 39.9. SoFi 646, up a penny. NVIDIA up 28 cents, and Rocket Labs up 32. It's the day before a national holiday. So you're expecting something big today. Really? This is a holiday tomorrow. How many people have already taken off for the rest of the week, are gone? Isn't July just around the corner? Some people might be getting an early start for a little holiday here. I don't know. I'm just wondering. Maybe we'll be quiet today. Maybe not. But so far, is what I see. Welcome all to the program. Welcome all to the show, the channel, where your hopes, wishes, and dreams and aspirations might just come true. If you're an option writer, you found home. You found a home to hang out with other option writers, and we welcome you to the group. Welcome to the party, pal. If you're not an option writer, you might become one if you hang out here a little while longer. Remember, if you're new to this and you've taken a couple of my classes, I'll keep mentioning this. Just take the first 2 classes, Introduction to Options and How to Write Call and Puts, just the basics. You can then practice in a practice account. Your platforms that you're dealing with, whoever you're trading with, probably has a practice account available where you can pretend to trade with real life quotes, and you could write options against stock. You could do credit spreads, cash secured puts. I would recommend that if a firm offers you a practice account and they allow you to enter a certain dollar amount of value for the account, that what you do is you mirror what you have that you're going to use for trading. So if you've got a $28,000 balance that you're going to be working with, make a practice account with $28,000 in it. Don't put one in there with $280,000. You're not going to manage $28,000. You're going to manage $28,000. Well, manage $28,000 in a practice account and start doing some option trades. You can just follow what others are doing here, or you can come up with your ideas. Up to you. And as you take my classes, you'll become more knowledgeable about different strategies that can be followed. You'll understand rules. You'll understand a little more about the subtlety of the market, the unwritten rules. Just like baseball with unwritten rules, there's unwritten rules in the options market. You'll pick up these little nuances, and you'll put them to good use, and you'll become a better trader. And hey, maybe you'll practice trade for a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whenever you feel comfortable to write your first ever contract. You'll go ahead and do that. Don't forget, you have to set up your brokerage account with your online broker for options trading. And some of you get frustrated going, I tried to put an order in and they rejected it. That's because your account is a cash account. It doesn't have options writing authorization yet. You have to apply for that, or you have to hit a button to make that engage. I don't know. It depends on who you with, where you are, who you're using, and away you go. Okay, so this is not a 100-yard dash. Take your time with all of this and just stick around a while. We'll see what happens. All right, let's see here. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I sold a $30 covered call yesterday for $2.55. I just bought it back for 51 cents. just bought 15 more shares for 24.26. This is fun. This is, now see, here's a guy, girl, doing a, microcosm of what can be done by everybody. Everyone out there can do exactly something like this at any level. And if you end up writing 20 of these kinds of calls and you buy 20 of them back and you clear 4,000 profit on this kind of a trade, you can go out there and pick up 100, 150 more shares instead of 15. It's all relative. It's all doable. Welcome to the party, Brian. Well done indeed. Thank you all. What else is going on here? New breed of geek. I have to jet out of here. Time to take the little ones to soccer. Thanks for the encouragement, all. Great community. Glad I found it. Lisi, Rocket Lab up 9% for signing largest electron rocket launch deal ever. Brian, go Rocket Lab to the moon, please. Brian, GameStop hit 23. Yeehaw, Brian. It must be expensive to drop GameStop this hard day after day after day. We're at 23.93 right now on GameStop, trading at 98. We've had a volume now of 5.2 million, the low trade of 23.70, the high of 24.89. Here we are, 23.92. Welcome to the party, pal, on GameStop. And we make money no matter what direction it goes. It really doesn't matter. Just money's made here on options. It doesn't matter. You're writers. Jason Loss, 244 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you. Amexian just did the same thing, Ryan. I just bought back my calls too. And thank you very much. May I have another? Absolutely. 23.89 to 90 right now. The 24.89 is the high. 23.70 is the low. We're kind of in the middle of the range. That's what we got. Seems to be more buyers behind the bid than sellers behind the offer, from what I can tell. The lower it goes, that's probably the way it's going to go. But 5.3 million volumes so far in about 8 minutes. Welcome all to the program. Is this thing going to hit 22? I wonder. Splair is asking. Snowboarder for life. Brian, I was looking at doing this as well yesterday, but thought I should wait until the meeting. Mistakes. Sold 30 covered calls. For next week, I got $1.85. One. Velasquez just wrote a contract, and I got rewarded. One contract, GameStop, June 28, 2024, $30 call limit at $135. Thank you very much. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, if used up your available funds, they won't let you buy back unless the stocks increase or you do a covered call. Yes, this is the thing you have to maintain on your positions. If you are going to go 100% into a position, you may be locking yourself into that position unless you unwind it. You may not have the ability to adjust your position. Now, option writers who've been around a while and who have a little bit of capital, they won't put everything they have into one position or everything they have in multiple positions, all of their capital tied up. They might be at 80, 85% used capital with 15% available capital as dry powder to make adjustments. And this is something that has to be also a skill that has to be acquired. This is why you can't learn how to be an option writer in 5 minutes. Brian, this is fun. I'm going to wait for a pop, sell 2 more covered calls, use the premium to buy more shares to get another 100 shares. Then I'm going to write another call. Happy Tuesday to all. Splair, I have now 30 shares, mostly parked between 27 and 29. Somehow I regret not selling them last week, Thursday or Friday at 30. Deep value, if GameStop goes down 10% today, I think it's the 4th week in a row on the SSR list for Friday. Interesting stuff. 24.10, 24.12, we're down 4% right now on GameStop. Volume of 6 million shares. The high of 24.89, we're at 24.12 to 14 right now. So 70 cents off the high of the day. But the low was 23.61, so we're about 50-something cents above the low. That's it. Not much of a range, $1.20 range. Maybe $1.30 range between high and low of the day so far. Not much happening at this point. 24.20 right at the moment on GameStop, 6.1 million. Apple is down Apple is down 55 cents and Tesla down $1.37. We've got Google down $1.04. Nvidia's up 72 cents. Rocket Lab is up 22. SoFi's up 5 cents to 651. AI up 8 cents. The Dow's up 115 points. So there you go. That's the story. I'm sticking to that. Matterport down 3 at 409. Smart Rent 239 down 2. Super Microcomputer up 1367 to $901. Spire Global up 17 cents at 1063. The Spiders SPYs are up 86 cents. That's all they've managed to do here. A very tentative move up. Maybe we're topping out a bit here. Adobe down 11. Uber up 24. The Qs are up 4 cents. They might be topping out for a moment. We'll see. Apple is down 62. Tesla down 144. Enphase 109 lower. Netflix is up $4. AMD down 249. We've got ATIP Physical Therapy up 21 cents at 441. Unity up 4 cents. Google down 113. Moderna down 350. Cisco is up 12 cents. Pfizer up 20 cents. Microsoft down 19 cents, 10 cents, something like that. We got IBM now up 45 at 169.95. HPQ up 19. Amazon down 122 a share. Home Depot is up 679. Vanik Semiconductors up 244. Goldman Sachs up 265. Boeing down 179. Meta Platforms, Facebook down 239 at 504.24. Target down 18 cents. JP Morgan up 171. Costco is up 245 to $870. Walmart up 22. Disney up 18. American Airlines up 5 cents. AMC up down 6 cents. DraftKings up 22 cents. And Royal Caribbean holding a 59-cent gain at 149.70. It's a mixed bag for a market, but the Dow is up 158 at the moment. That is the leader of the market here. S&P is not joining much. SPYs are up $1.08, or up a fifth of a percentage point. Not much going on over there. Okay, welcome all to the show. Susan Shops, Bruce, I'm looking to write 2 covered calls on GameStop that expire October 18 for $4.85 to a $5 premium. Am I going out too far in time? I'm only planning to stay in for a 50% return. There's nothing wrong with this trade. This trade is the kind of trade where if you could bring in a premium like this on hopefully a $30 call. I'm not sure which one you're trying to write. $28 call if it's ahead of the money, ahead of the stock. The strike is 38. Oh, this is even better. Yeah, I would write this thing and look for a 50% return for sure. You're not going to wait long for that. If the stock sticks around here, you're not going to wait long. So yeah, for sure, bring in those dollars. Absolutely. I'd encourage others. Yeah, you can bring in $4 or $5 a share in cash. Put that in your account, earn interest on it, and sit tight and just wait for it to back off by 50% and say, thank you, sir, may I have another, because we're talking about making money here. It's nice. Yes, B. Tizzle, Uncle Bruce, did you hear about Peter Beck at Rocket Lab getting knighted? One of the only 3 this year. I have no idea. I don't follow this kind of news. Is it relevant to the market? I don't know. Is it? It's interesting. I'll tell you that. I'll give you that. We're up 98 on the Dow. That's interesting. AI is up 6. GameStop 24.03 to 5 now, down about $1.19. ME up almost a penny now at 40.9 cents. SoFi is up 5 cents at 650, 152 maybe. NVIDIA is up 57 cents at 131.55. Rocket Lab up 30, 464. This should be an $8 stock. I'm happy it's up 30. Don't get me wrong. I'm already happy this much is happening, but there is so much more that should be happening. And that's what I'm looking for, at least. We'll see what gives. Okay, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the option writing world. It's a different world here than elsewhere. It can be very, very lucrative. It's a question of are you willing to take singles and doubles and make yourself some dough? That is the question. Are you willing to take singles and doubles to make yourself some money rather than go for these grand slam home runs that may not ever come through? You're just going to swing in air and get nowhere. Like I say, singles and doubles pay a lot of bills, and they take care of a lot of cash flow needs, and they make daily life a lot less stressful. And that, in the long run, is a big, good deal to think about. It's up to you. 23.83 on GameStop, the low of 23.61. And so we're closer to the low than to the high. B. Tizzle, did you hear about that? I didn't. Tom, a member for 4 months now. Hi, Bruce. How far behind Tesla would you be for a put credit spread on this one? Would you go August 16th in time? A month after next earnings report. Thank you very much. Look at it this way. A credit spread, I don't know if I'd want to go that far out. I might want to be in July. I kind of love the idea that these credit spreads have a limited time frame, and that the contract that you're buying, the put contract that you are acquiring, could already be under $1 in value. Those I love. I really do. I love it when you can write a call option and bring in $1.50, $2.50, but the one that you're buying is 80 cents or 60 cents. Because that's when you have a scenario where this 60 center is, can only drop 60 more cents anyway, but it's likely to quickly go to the 20 cent level and just sit there. And now your gain will really come from the put that is higher striked, maybe from, I don't know, 260 to a buck contract. And you've made your profit there, you've made a little profit here, and you take a hike a week. With a week to go, you take your hike, or a week in, you already make your money. Again, it depends on your risk tolerance, your aggressiveness, your eagerness, and factors like earnings, certainly. So, what would I talk about? Well, what contracts? We're at 183.75 right here. So where we're trading at right now, we're down 369 on the session. Do you look at maybe 170s at the max, maybe 168 down to the 158 level, somewhere in that window? Can you write a 168 put option for next month or 3 weeks out or whatever? And buy, depending on how much of a spread you want to go with, you want to do a $5 spread, 168.63, 167, 162, or do you want to go further? You want to go to a $7, an $8, or a $10 spread? How much capital? You got to decide for yourself. Obviously, if you can go to a $10 spread where you can write a 167 and buy a 157, in theory, not in practical, because I don't have a chart in front of me, I don't have the option chain here, but in theory, that 157 versus a 167, that 157 will be very low in value if it's only got a couple of weeks to live, 2, 3, 4 weeks. That might be a good place to be. The spread as a whole could be higher than a $5 spread. It should be. And percentage-wise, it might be the same percentage in actual amount, return on your money, but it's a higher success because the low end is so far down and the high end is here. Again, 160, 68, 167, 166, 165, down to 155. Somewhere in it might be the sweet spot. You've got to look at the option chain for expiry 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks out and compare these and then see which one of those appeals to you the most. In some cases, you're going to have to wait maybe just a week and a half to 2 weeks. In other cases, you might have to wait 2 to 4 weeks to get your return. And what's your timing and what's your tolerance level? Luca 260 here on the thumbs up. Ciao, everybody. Brian, check out the 3-month chart on GameStop. Could you get a more volatile chart? The drop in the past 2 days is nothing, really, looking at the pops that we have had. There you go. We're at 23.91 on GameStop now. Volume of 7.94 million. The low of the day, 23.61. The high, 24.89. It's still only $1.28 spread all day. That's all it's been all day. Okay. Thank you. There you go. These are great questions. I like this. Thank you, Tom, for this one. I appreciate that very much. And being here for 4 months. Fantastic, man. I love it. Dude, Uncle Bruce, I'm trying a little of my own thing. I wrote a June 21 expiry put spread on MSTR. Now, this is dying this Friday. I did a 12.85, 12.95. I got 101 for it Friday morning. Monday morning, I bought it back for $30. That's about a 10% return on buying power. Very interesting. $70 return on that trade. Interesting. Okay. Like I say, these are the kind of trades, these large dollar, small return trades are what the institutions specialize in, with thousands of contracts at a time over multiple strikes, over multiple expiries. It is not uncommon for option writing specialists to be doing 100 puts that they write and buy over 5 strike prices and 5 expiry dates in a row, like at a time, or 200 of each or 500 of each. Not uncommon. And they're taking pennies multiplied by gazillions of contracts. It adds up to money. It really does. In any event, dude, the stock is rich in premium, but a little low liquidity. I was nearly 200 away from the money the whole time. Brian, looks like the SoFi didn't like the 630 range, apparently. It didn't like the 630 range. All right. Well, we are now on SoFi, 654 range, up 8 cents. Thank you very much. 23.96 on GameStop, $29 range on AI. NVIDIA is up 80 cents and Rocket Lab up 32 at the 466 range. Well, we'll see how this all plays out. Welcome all to the show, the party. Glad to have you here. Yeah, look, NVIDIA, 130, 194. What kind of put credit spreads should you tack on here? I would be very, very uninterested in going over 110. Even though it's 132 a share, I would be from the old days. I'd be 200 behind this market. I'd be well behind. That's 15% behind this market. I really would be careful with something like this because this run has been miraculous, has been spectacular, has been phenomenal. It's overhyped, it's overpushed, and I can see 110 a share coming back at you with not a lot of fanfare, unfortunately. There are a bunch of option players into this $132 stock that are long, hoping for 150 a share. They're betting everything that it's going to go there, and they're hoping to make triple or quadruple their money, 5 to 20 grand, 8 grand to 32,000. It's going to solve all their problems. There are others who have got a lot more on the line than that. I am concerned. I would be panicked if I were the broker, if I were the branch manager that had brokers, that had clients that were into those kind of trades. I would be hauling my guys in and telling them, guys, your clients are vulnerable here. Can't you just do a credit spread with these guys? I mean, limit the risk. They could be wiped out on a bad day, and it doesn't have to be NVIDIA news to sink them. It could be news on another company entirely that knocks NVIDIA down $8 a share at any time. Your guys are wiped out, which means you as brokers are wiped out. Can you live on making $1,000 a month the next 5 months in a row? Because you're not making any money here anymore. Why should I keep you as a broker? Think about that. I don't know. I'm just that's my branch manager head coming in. Man, oh man. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Thank you, everybody. Splair, is Rocket Lab going for a 20-30% day today? It's already reached 10% in a few minutes here. Luca, I must admit, put credit spread on SMCI have helped this week. Giddy up, man. Giddy up. Take your profits. Don't get too greedy. Anyway, here we are. Apple's $2.15 a share. Should you do credit spreads on Apple? Well, I'd be under 200. I'd be in the high 190s and backwards, $5 spreads, $8, $10 spreads, 198 to 188 maybe, 198 to 190, 199 to 194, I don't know, something like that. Maybe 197 to 187, somewhere in there. Tesla, 185 a share. What do you do with that one? I'd be under 170 on these spreads for sure. I'd give this at least $15, and that might be too close. Perhaps 165 or less for Tesla. You got to be careful with this. When we get a down day, if and when we get a down day on some profit taking or something negative that just upsets people for a couple of days, there's a 8% drop in the market right around the corner. And that could move SPYs from 547 down by $30, $35 down to like 515 quick. I am not over exaggerating the potential of a dip on anything. SPYs, Qs, big market cap companies, when a correction comes, it hits quick. So you better be on the ball for that. Just saying, 24.45 on GameStop. Look at that. We're only 40 cents, 43 cents away from the high of the day on GameStop. We're down 76 cents. We might be back to the high of the day and then maybe break even on this thing. We're up from 23.60 to 24.40. It's a little better. It's not like a lot better, but it's a little better. We've got SoFi at 652. 652 SoFi, up 7 centinos, up $1.90 on NVIDIA. So far, flying along. Oblivious to the downside. Okay, it's all right. It's okay. I'm not mad. It's only never too greedy, says Luca. I'm kind enough to leave the change on the table. What a great guy you are. What a humanitarian, man. Well done, sir. Dude, it does seem like NVIDIA has a lot more room to go, but we're going to have a pullback at some point. Upside for now is what I think. Right put spreads on pullback. Like I said, just be careful, kids. Be well behind this thing. Well behind it for sure. 24.41 on the GameStop shares on a volume of 9.2 million. We're at 27 minutes into the day, much quieter volume at this point, and not a lot of people thrilled with that annual meeting. That's for sure. Not thrilled at all. Apple off 173, Tesla down 216, Google's up 111. So we have three of the big boys all backing off right there. We'll see about others going through the list here. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's Apple, Tesla, all lower. Netflix holding a $3 gain. Google down 106. Microsoft holding a 24-cent gain. Amazon down 120 and Facebook down 221 Meta. So most of the Magnificent Seven are under pressure to the downside. One is up just fractionally, not much. All right, the Dow's up 50, holding a 50-point gain. Over on the other indexes, like the S&P, we're up 9.5. And on NASDAQ, we're up 4.8 points. This is nothing. We have a very little market here. The Dow's up 1/8%, S&P 0.15, NASDAQ 2/100ths of a point. We're not going anywhere. Oil up 45 cents to 80.78 right now. There it is. That right there is the story. 24.57 now on GameStop. It's a little higher. 24.89 is the high of the session, they say. And we're not there yet. That's the story. The chart looks like it's the high of the day, but they're saying that that the high of the day was higher. Okay, 24.49 in the 50 range, now 54 on the GameStop shares. Okay, go GameStop, go. Make my viewers richer. Thank you very much. U.S. industrial production pickup in May is the sharpest in 10 months. Headline just came out. For May, interesting, output up 0.9%, above estimate of 0.4. U.S. economy stronger than estimated. Thank you, President Biden. U.S. industrial production rose, a Federal Reserve reported. Biggest gain since last July. Thank you, President Biden. The gain was above the expectations. Utilization rose to 78.7 from 78.2 in the prior month. Capacity utilization rates reflects the limits to operating the nation's factories, mines, and utilities. The economists had expected 78.6. They got 78.7. Okay, very interesting. Motor vehicles and parts output jumped 0.6% after a 1.9% drop in the prior month. Excluding cars, total industrial output increased 0.7%. Thank you, President Biden. Utilities output rose 1.6% in May on warm weather after a 4.1% rise the prior month. Mining output, which includes oil and gas, natural gas, rose 0.3% after a 0.7% fall last month. Interesting. There you go. So far in the second quarter, the level of industrial production is up 2.5% at an annual rate over the first quarter average. Thank you, President Biden. Wow, look at that. A Democratic president has an economy on a roll when the rest of the world is struggling. China is in the toilet. Europe is in the toilet, cutting interest rates, and America thriving. Wow. Boy, have you guys have got to bring in the Republican to fix this. He'll fix it. Oh, he'll fix it good. That's up to you guys. You guys decide what you want to do with yourselves. We're on the outside looking in going, wow, just kind of pretty good. All right. Anyway, welcome all to the party. Tom is saying, hey, thanks, Bruce. I did the 155.65 July 19 spread 8 times, 154. Thank you very much. Giddy up. Giddy up, everybody. All right, what's going on here? Dude, it does seem like NVIDIA has a lot more room to go, but we'll see what happens on the pullback. Dude, I'm still working on that 28,000 account range you were mentioning, though I'm nearing a point where I'll be writing 10 or more at a time. Maybe next time I'll bring a 700. I'll bring a 700 or 7,000 on a similar spread. What else is going on here? Looks like people are in a good mood on Rocket Lab right now with that 10 rocket contract. Dude, or I write 1 or more puts without the need of a bot put. Lots of options with these options. Luckily, I've learned the tactics and I've gained the experience. Rock and roll, dude. Welcome to the party, pal. We're at 24, 45, 46 on GameStop. Going through here in that level. Still down 76 cents on the session. About 40 cents, 45 cents behind the high of the session at the moment. SoFi 652 up 5 cents. SoFi volume now 4.7 million now on SoFi at this point in time. Ahead by about 5 cents. High of the day 656. So we're just kind of hanging around on SoFi. NVIDIA's up 208. Rocket Lab up 30 cents. Dow's up 90 points. Welcome to the party, pal. What can I say? This is what we have going on. Brian, Max Payne on GameStop for the next couple of months. It's around $25. Bobby sat down at the NVIDIA campfire 107, 115 put spread for 60 cents July 19th, and Tesla 155.60s July 19th for 66 cents, 2 on each. Thank you very much, Uncle B. I'm taking conservative, put credit spreads off the table. Give me this money for short periods of time. Why not? This is easy money. You can do this all year long. If every 2-3 weeks you can haul in 60 cents a share, you can do that 16 times a year. That's $18. Am I right? 30, is that right? 16 times a year times 60. No, what is that? That's about $10 a share a year. Yeah, there's money in them there, Hills, for sure. $120, 16 times. That's not a lot of money at risk here. Yeah, you got that right. That's an $800 risk position. Very good. And a $500 risk position on the Tesla. $500. Bringing in 66. Thank you very much. $132 using $500. 16 times a year. Yeah, that's called making money. $10 on 1,000 on 500. That's okay. Sharon, can you explain an NVIDIA credit spread again, please, including the strike prices and expiry date? Your example, right here, and Bobby just said it right there. He's talking about it right there. He's writing a 160 put. He's buying a 155 put. They expired July 19. The stock itself is sitting at $184. His written put is 24 out of the money. We only have till July 19. Today is June the 18th. This is a 1 month position. He's holding in a 66-cent return, $66 against $500 of risk for a month. 24 behind the market. That is conservative. And this is the kind of trade that institutions will do thousands of contracts at a time. They will do these. They'll take 20, 40, 60 cents off the table and do thousands of more on others. Yeah, Bobby, way to go, pal. Nicely done. Susan, that's Sharon, that's something for you to look into as a thought. Again, it's conservative. It's not exciting. I'm telling you, it's not exciting. You're not going to go, oh, I'm going to make $1 million on this trade. No, you're going to make money on your money. And for Bobby, $66 on 500, 12% return for a month, 12% per month. I hate to annualize it, but it's 144% if you don't compound it.
You know what that is?
It's called making money.
That's gross.
That's gross, baby. Yeah, Jen is here. She knows that's called making money. Very interesting. That's what these classes are about. Look, I talk about my classes all the time. And if you're going to watch my class on credit spreads, you're going to go, okay, I just spent $150 on this class. Well, look at Bobby Atkinson here. He's getting $132 on the one trade, just 2 contracts. He's doing another one, he's bringing in 120 on that one. That's combine those. That's more money than the class. He's going to do this for the rest of his life.
That was easy.
That's what we're talking about. Unlike Mr. Takagi.
Alas, your Mr. Takagi did not see it that way, so he won't be joining us for the rest of his life.
Mr. Takagi will not be joining us for the rest of his life. But Bobby will be doing this. It is awful. It is really pathetic. I'm better off just saying it myself into that thing.
But then you don't get to push the button.
How you doing, Auntie Jen?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. We're just kind of plugging away here.
What are we looking at this morning?
24.50.
Okay.
24.46. We're down 70 cents. We're trading 10.5 million shares, which is lower, which explains why does this channel only have 441 viewers? That's what I'm pointing at right here on my little meter. Why am I not talking to 2,400 people like I was last week when the stock was going batshit crazy?
Figure that out.
We know. The gamblers are not here today. The steady option writers are here going, yeah, I'm making money even in this lethargic market. I'm making money. And that's the point.
Money.
We're here to make money all the time, not on just hot days or heavy media days or whatever you want to call it. We're here to make money all the time. If you want to become an investor that brings money out of this market constantly, then you found your channel. I think you found it. We're at 24.55, by the way, on Gamestop. It's trying to reach the high of the day of 24.89, which is still a down day, but it's trying to get there. Right? And that's what we've got going on. I got to get a new one of those boxes because I can't. They keep falling back in, and I'm almost
it's empty.
Now we know. There's my Kleenex boxes. Has that been doing well lately? It's empty. That's why.
That's why it's empty.
Oh,
it's a thing called empty.
24.61 on GameStop. 10.58 million. 24.61 was just touched for a moment in time. Congratulations, those of you who this morning, first thing, bought back call options on GameStop. You went, and this is great. It dropped right off the bat. I bought back my calls. Thank you, Uncle Bruce.
And
paid
now,
for all my lessons.
You get to write them again.
And now what are you doing? You are plotting. I know what you're doing. You are watching this stock going, this thing goes back to 26, 26 and a half, 27. I just might write some of those $28, $30 calls that expire this Friday or next month, and I might just bring in a little more premium again, and I'll buy them back for half the price. Oh, yes. I know that's what you're thinking out there. You greedy people out there. Always looking for a gain. Oh, my. I love it. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Morning, Richie.
Susan Shop says, all of us with January 2025 cash secured puts who wrote deep in the money strikes. Should we be okay the next few months? Not worrying about getting assigned, right? I really want to enjoy my summer. It doesn't matter if you get assigned. It doesn't matter. You get assigned tonight. Your long stock in the morning, guess what you're going to do? You're going to write call options. You're going to bring money into your account by writing call options against this stock. You're going to do in your math, your mind, the mathematics. You're going to go, okay, I wrote a $50 call. They paid me $28. I paid $22 for the stock. It's trading at $25 a share. I'm going to write $28 calls. I'm going to bring in $5 on those. Hey, I'm paying $17 a share for this stuff now. I paid $22 with the cash secured put, less the $5 premium I'm getting on this. I'm only into it for $17. Welcome to the party. You're fine. You're fine. It's good. Bobby looking for $100 from each company on those 2 trades, Bruce. That's what I'm looking for. Square. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Sharon. I'm still working through my first 10 classes. I'm working on it, Bruce. That's right, Splair. Susan, I'm a little more a bit far out than that. David, building my SoFi position so I can start the wheel. Okay. Bagel Babe, rock steady right here. Welcome all to the show. Welcome to the party, pals. You grab these 17 classes and get them done. Get them done. Rewatch the ones that you're not sure about again the second time, a third time. Sometimes you need 15 minutes of one of these classes. You go, oh, yeah, that's right. He said, I forgot that. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, I'm good. Do some practice account trading. Even if you're an option writer, do practice account trading as well. Just on positions you are thinking about getting into. Just to double check, it's okay. It's a lifelong strategy here for the rest of your life. So yes, it's very un-Takagi-like, very non-Takagi-like.
So, are you hungry?
Yes, I think I am. Brian, Uncle Bruce, do you think writing $30 cover calls for January 25 is too far out, going about $8? I love the fact that someone could get $8 a share for a contract that's a $30 contract. I'm assuming this is GameStop, where it's out of the money $5.50. You're $5.50 out of the money. You're getting $8 now, cash. Do whatever you want with it for 30. You could take that $8, turn right around and write some credit spreads, $2, $3, $4 credit spreads with $800. Just one contract. 2 is $1,600. 3 is $24. How many can you write? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Buy more stock, write more contracts. Yeah, it's up to you. Totally your call. However you want to play. You want to go that far out? Fine. You want to be closer in? Check the chain. J-Boy, I'm halfway through lesson 12. I've been watching it for 3 days now. Hard to get through with 2 kids during summertime. This is the price people have to pay. Brian, maybe July, August. Maybe July, August is better instead of January. Check the option chain. See what's going on. Look at the 3rd Friday of each month. That's the secret. That's the one you want to go with. The 3rd Friday expiry of every month. Am I hungry? Yes. Okay. So what to have today?
An egg. Cheese whiz.
Melted cheddar. How about a fried egg? Okay. Scrambled fried egg. Yeah. On a toasted bagel, a little bit of ketchup on the side. I haven't had that in a while.
Not for a while.
That would be pretty damn great.
See what I can find.
If you could find a Kleenex box for me,
I will do that.
Thank you so very, very much. Auntie Jen is my hero, keeping me going. Thank you all. One, I'm going over lessons 8 and 9. Uncle Bruce, I really need to grasp the concept. We would be fools not learning all these lessons. I tell you, I want you to understand how spreads work, even though you're not going to do them. I just want you to understand the big picture of options trading. I try to do it plain English all the way, just so that you understand, oh, this is going on too. Oh, yeah, there are people doing that. I'm doing this, but I understand that. You just have to know what's happening in the swimming pool. What's everyone doing in the pool? Then you can decide where in the pool you want to hang out and what you're going to do. But I'm excited for you kids. I really am. The dollars are being handed over by gamblers. Don't forget, all right? Remember this one thing, okay? If there's one thing you got to remember, I'm going to show it to you right now. First of all, here it is. The one thing, okay? One thing, just one thing. Last week, last week and the week before that week, we went through the entire gyration of GameStop everything. We went through the gyration of Roaring Kitty. We went through the gyration of the company raising money, the first 933 million. We went through the gyration that the annual meeting was coming. Then we went through the gyration of Roaring Kitty doing his exercising and selling some options and doing this. And then he sold the rest and he bought stock and he's got 9 million. And we went through the annual meeting not happening. And we went through all this stuff, okay? That's what we did, okay? The option gamblers, they also went through all that. They went through all those gyrations a month ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, last week. But guess what, folks? Here's that one thing, okay? This week, so far, we're not that busy. We're closed tomorrow. We don't even trade. Then we're open Thursday and Friday. But all of those gamblers out there who were really going nuts, crazy, kooky, they're still here. The option gamblers are still here today. They need to make money this week too, because remember, if you're an option gambler, all right, remember these folks. Think about the option gambler, not you writers, the option gamblers out there. These gamblers are the ones taking the big, big risks with very little time to get a major result. How many millions of them lost money in the last 3 weeks looking for the mother of all moves each and every trade they made? And they didn't get it. I mean, 1% of them, 2% of them scored a couple of home runs and then they lost it all or lost half of it on the next trade. These folks are just as desperate this week to make money as they were last week. And they will be just as desperate next week as well. You're the writer, always the writer. You're always the casino. They always walk through your front door. They never stop walking through the front door to gamble today, tomorrow, next week, next month. They're always coming. Your job is to give them attractive slot machines to play that gets them to put the money into the machine. That's your job. Your job is to find the option contracts to sell, to write, that will attract the most of a return for you, not for them, for you. And this is why you never stop. You never stop writing. You're always a writer, and you're looking for the best position. It doesn't matter what the price of the stock actually is. It actually doesn't matter. It matters what did you get for the contract and how long are you into the contract for? What's the strike? What's the amount you got? And how long does it have to live? That's all you have to ask yourself. You have to forget, what did you pay for the stock? What did you pay for a deep money call? What's the strike price on the cash secured puts? You make your move, you create them, and you sit back and go, okay, if they die, they die. If I get exercised, they get exercised. If I have to roll, I have to roll. You just react every day to your next situation. This is the, thank you, Minnie. This is the deal here, okay? It's the one thing that's constant. Every day of every week of every month of every year, the desperados on the floor of the option market are looking to make money on long odds. It's your job to fill those wishes and take their cash. And I can tell you, man, I'm telling you, there are people here last week who were really full of themselves, not on this channel, but in the market, who are so full of themselves going, oh yeah, I know exactly what's going to happen. I watched 15 YouTubers and they all told me this stock is going to the moon now. The short squeeze of all mother short squeeze is going to happen. And we're going to 80 a share, 200 a share. Oh, I'm long these calls. I'm going to win big time. And here we are at $25 a share right now. I'm happy we're at $25 a share, but we're still down 15 cents on the day. We're not at $100 a share. So welcome to the party, option writers. This morning you bought back your calls when it went down to 23.61. Now we're back to 25.06, and you're thinking, and I'm thinking, Well, if this stock can go to 26, 27, or 28 today, if it could do that, you might just write some more calls to replace the calls you bought back. Always be writing. Welcome to the party, pal. 25.23. We're even on the day. We're even on the day. Yay! On GameStop. 12.4 million shares later, we've recovered almost all the losses. Well, now let's see if there's anything to this market. I sure hope so. But we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out real soon. 25.40. Go, GameStop, go. Just go. Just run. We can deal with this. Oh, we can handle this. Cash secured put writers. Are you rubbing your hands together? You saw it at 23.60. Now it's 25.40. That's $1.60 better. The contracts are dropping. Those cash secured put drops they're dropping. You're going, yeah, baby. This market's going my way. That's right. It's all good. It's all good. We're down. We're up 30 on the Dow right now. Okay, we're up 30 points at the moment. AI is down 38 cents. ME up a penny, SoFi up a nickel, NVIDIA up 226. Rocket Lab up 39 cents, 473. The high of the day, 481. Go, Rocket Lab, go. 5.8 million volume. Love to see this break through 5 and keep going. I have cash secured put writers all over the place on that one, or are going to make money. Congratulations. Yeah, let's go, baby. Time to make some dough for my viewers. Giddy on up. Welcome to the party, pal. What else is going on here? $44 gain on that super microcomputer. Again, I'm surprised they don't announce a split. They have an opportunity to do a 10-for-1 split to get their stock in that $100 neighborhood. A lot more players, a lot more contracts, a lot more action, but I don't know. I don't know what their thinking is. I don't know where their brain is. I don't follow them deeply, but that stock at 933. I mean, even a 5-for-1 split, get it to 200. 180, 200. I don't know. Whatever. Adobe's up $9 to 527. Uber's only down 6 cents. Apple down 155. Tesla down 370. Enphase down 130. Netflix up $4. AMD down 277. Unity up a penny. Google down $1. What else? Pfizer's up 17. Microsoft down 127. Who else here? Amazon down 50 cents. Home Depot up 420. Vanica's up 359. Goldman up 250. Interesting. Boeing down 330. All kinds of problems at Boeing. Oh my God. Meta down 360 a share. So there's some indications of some of these other stocks. Up 21 on the Dow. Only 21. The spiders are up 38 cents. They're not going anywhere at this point. They tried a little rally, and now we've kind of leveled, and now we're kind of slowly easing a bit here. We're not going very far on that. Okay, 25, 35, 36, 40 on GameStop with a high of 25.45. So we're about 15 cents away from the high of the day on GameStop. Thank you very much. Will we get a run? Wouldn't it be lovely? Giddy up, everybody. Okay. Brian, GameStop is popping. Rollo, look at that GameStop. Oh, Rollo, yes, Cindy. Hector, neat. Deep value, GameStop going green. Susan Shops, wow, row 2 GameStop, October 1832 strike for $6. Not a bad premium for October. $6 a share. Thank you very much. Stock option sensei inverse. That's what's going on right now. We'll see how this plays. 25, 30 kind of neighborhood to 31, 32, 13.5 million volume on GameStop. SoFi 652 up 7, up 230 on NVIDIA. Rocket Lab up 39.8 cents. Dow's only up 4 points. We'll see how that reacts, how that makes others react. What will be the deal here on the GameStop shares and also on the markets as a whole? U.S. inventories grew 0.1% in April. Again, economy hotter than people would like to see because interest rates won't be falling off. But then again, a hotter economy means more jobs, means better raises in pay for people to fight inflation. I would take these numbers anytime. I would take the gain. We're down 8 points on the NASDAQ. We're down 5 points on the Dow. We're up 3 on S&P, but we are slipping back a little bit at the moment. That's not surprising with a higher economy. Not surprising at all. GameStop back to 25.10, 09, 5 in this neighborhood. So we're a little lower on GameStop after a little bit of a run. Completely expected. We should expect this completely. We'll see how this plays itself out. The Dow now down a half a point, and S&P up 4.7 right now, as we are kind of flatlining right now on the big markets. Okay, everybody. Thank you all. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. Let's see how the Dow goes. 25.15 on GameStop now at this moment in time. 25.16, 17 on GameStop. Down 6 cents on the session. A nice recovery from 23.61. It wasn't a bad day today. The range now is about $1.80, $1.84. You know, I mean, really, is this a lot? Not for GameStop. But, you know, it's a bounce back to this low 25 range. So there you go, kids. Well, let's see how this plays itself out. Maybe it wants to run a little bit from here and offer some of you an opportunity to write some nice cash, some nice options. Giddy up, everybody. Well done, Susan Shops, on that work right there. Stock options, that's okay. I still win. Yeah, baby. Giddy up, everyone. Let's roll this puppy. 25.10.13 right here. 25.10 to 25.13 to share. Giddy up, everybody. Very overcast day here in Calgary. Still showery, rainy. Cool, mid-50s. Not suntan weather around here, I'll tell you. Not like in the U.S. where they got that heat bubble. It's amazing what's going on down there. Quite cool here. AI down just 18 cents. GameStop down 11 at 25.11 here. 25.03 now, down 30 cents. We just went under 25. 24.90, 24.94. We're down 31. See how much this goes. Do we get a little dip and then we get a jump higher? That could happen. We're testing 25 range, support range. We'll figure it out. Oh, Jen, thank you. Is ketchup also coming?
Oh. Who am I?
We got that toasted bagel there with the egg in
Yes,
there.
I'll bring it.
It's lovely. Thank you, man.
There's
so
a
much.
top up on the cold.
Awesome. 25.03. We've gone back over 25 on the GameStop. Let's see what the follow through looks like. 25.08 at the moment on GameStop shares. Apple down 114, Tesla down 335, Google down 89 cents. The spiders are up 44 cents, but they're just flatlining and slipping just a little bit. If you look at the chart a bit here, we might be under some pressure. Not surprising. We've had a good run. We really have. For the market as a whole, it's been a good run, but it's been concentrated in the big 7-8 positions out there. And then there's GameStop having a wonderful time in its own little world. It's wild, it's wacky, it's crazy. Thank you all for being part of the channel and hanging out with me today. Okay. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Catch up. Oh, yeah, baby. Woohoo. Oh, yeah. Gotta love it.
I used my daddy's little cast iron pan, perfectly round for a bagel.
It's so good, man.
It's hot. I'm just saying, it's a warmer. Hey, everybody! Enjoy Juneteenth.
That's tomorrow.
And
day off.
Next week, Jay Boy and I will celebrate the International Day for Vitiligo. So that'll be a holiday soon.
Don't make a national holiday for that.
Bye, everybody.
See you later, Jen. Giddy up, everybody. The Dow up 1/3 of a point. That's it. Spiders are only up 34 cents now. They're slipping again. Just a little. 25.16, 25.20 on your GameStop. We're down 6, 7, 8, 10 cents. That's all. It's come back to this level. 25.21, right at the line right now, about to go green. It seems it wants to go green again on the GameStop shares. We'll see what second it happens. Mm. Oh boy. Mm. Fantastic. Mm. Oh boy, these bagels. Thank you, Auntie Jen. We're down $4 on Tesla, and we're down 140 on Apple, giving up a little bit of ground. GameStop green, 25.29, 25.28, 25.29. We are green on GameStop again. 25.32. The high of the day, 25.45. We're about 12 cents away at 25.33. Now 34, 37, 38 just went through here. 25.38 has now been touched, and we're within 7 cents of the high of the session at the moment. We'll see if it has enough oomph to do that or go beyond. Mm. $14.5 million volume now. 25.30 to 35, about a dime away, 15 cents away from the high of the session so far. Not a lot for sale, all the way up to 25.50. Not much showing for sale. Oh boy. Don't mind me. I am pounding away on this egg bagel here, watching this market. We're up 6.7 points on the Dow Jones right now. Here we go. 25.55, new high, 70. Just saw 25.70 go on. Yeah, we're up like at 25.55 now. We're up about 30 cents a share. We were up about 45 cents for a moment. So we just got a little buy wave coming in, taking out the offers. 25.56, 57 now, 55, 57 in that range here, 58, 59. 25.59 has now been touched again. We've hit 25.70 just on this last momentary spurt. On 14.9, 15 million volume so far going through here, everybody. Welcome to the party, kids. Oh, boy. So good. Not easy to eat. 25.68. Going higher. It's going to break 25.70. It'll be a new high. This volume keeps coming in like this. 15.2 million now. 25.63.64. Here it is, 68, 69, 71, 74, 21.74, new high. 25.74, new high. 75, 76, 78, 80, 85, 86. Jumped another dime, new higher high. 92 now has gone through. 25.92 is the new high of the session here. We're up 60 cents, 70 cents right now on 15.4 million. So we're getting a definite upward bias here after the initial sell-off this morning. There's no news that I'm aware of, unless anyone sees anything. But, 64-cent move on the upside doesn't require a massive press release. This is just trading, I think. I'm asking the question: Is this company a takeover target? 15.6 million. Has someone bought 4 million shares today already? to get their hands on $45 million, to get 10% of the company, to kick out Ryan Cohen. He's got 8.6%. Those who have the votes control the game. In the corporate world, you need votes. You need shares. $25.90 now. We're going for $26, so I'm happy to see it. $25.95 is the high of the session. 94 right now is going through. $25.94 right now is trading through the stock. They're hitting that offer, and they're coming up to it. Market orders are coming in to buy the stock. Giddy up, everybody. Is it too early for RC? Maybe. Susan, I'm thinking GameStop will go forward. Will be a happy place to be running positions for retirement monies. Brian, Computer sold July 19, $30 strike on GameStop. 350 times 2 times, baby. $700 for 1 month. Okay, thank you very much. There you go. Wait till you can write 20 of those and say to yourself, hey, I'm hauling in $3,500 for a month. I'm hauling in $7,000 for a month. Yeah, that is a career changer, like end of your career. Lizzie, could be the T plus 35 of the FTD from May of GameStop. Failure to deliver could be that. I don't know. There are many reasons why and excuses why. I don't care. I just want it to move. I like it to go up. I like it to fluctuate. And I'd like you guys to make money on the movement of the stock. No question about it. Oh, this is good. Boy, this is great. 26, here it comes. It's coming. 26, baby, come on. 95. 25.95. Let's go. Jump over 26. Let's go. 96, 97. 3 cents away. Come on, Bubba. Take them out. We'll see. The moment your pre-market show started, it went up in the pre-market. 90 minutes before the opening. Stock option sensei, event time. RBC direct investing sucks. Keep taking away the buy and sell buttons when I'm trying to trade options, especially over the last week. Arg. You got to go shopping, man. I don't know where to send you. You got to do a Google search on what other firms you can use in Canada. I don't know if Webull Canada is open now. I don't know if it's any good. I have no idea. Jerry Boy, woot. Bobby. Another one. Put spread, GameStop, 16.19, 56 cents, July 19. 4 times. Thank you very much. $200 brought in again. Thank you. Way to go, guys. 25.79. Giddy up, kids. The high of 25.97. That doesn't look very. That doesn't look like a wall to me. I think we're going to break through that. 25.77 right now. 20 cents below. Are they winding up for another run at it? I don't know. There's 8,300 at 25.98. That might stop it for a moment, but that's not going to stop the stock. We've traded 16.8 million. Oh my. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the party. Bagelicious. Just bagelicious. I'm surprised all the time. Here in Canada, you can go to Costco, pick up bagels with sesame seeds on them. They sell like crazy up here. Go to California, Palm Desert, go to Rancho Mirage, Costco. They won't produce bagels with sesame seeds on them. They'll do the everything bagel. They'll do the onion bagel. They'll do the cheese bagel. They won't make a sesame seed. I asked the baker once. I said, "How come you don't make sesame seed bagels like in Canada?" They sell like crazy. I mean, it's fantastic. Been available for like a decade up there, longer maybe. Oh, we tried it once. It just didn't work. No, it just didn't work at all. Maybe they tried it 15 years ago and it didn't work. It might work today. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't understand. I'm just a guy who loves sesame seed covered bagels. That's, nothing sinister about it, just saying. Thank you, everybody. Bobby Atkinson, Questrade doesn't do that stuff. I'm just saying. So maybe Questrade. Christina Cruz, I did my first straddle yesterday. I got two $27 call put that expire Friday. Yesterday when the stock was going down, I sold the puts and made a little bit, not enough to cover the calls. Yeah, you need some real movement here. A stock option, hard to wait for the transfer. Always be trading options. Christina, I think I did it wrong. I think when I sell to close, I'm supposed to sell all the positions. Christina, I did what you tell me not to do, and I tried to time the market and predict the need. You're gambling. That's where you get burned. You're gambling. Stock option Sensi. I just opened a Questrade account. I just need to do the transfer. Christina. Oh, I sell to close the puts. Then when it runs up, I sell to close the calls. Splair, just in case, I want to wish you all a relaxed day. And by the way, tomorrow's a holiday. Is it a holiday? Yeah, it's a holiday here too. I will not be on the air tomorrow. I get a day off, and we'll be back on Thursday, including Gold Bagel members. The primetime show will not be Wednesday. Will be Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern. So if you're looking for my primetime show tomorrow, you won't find it. I'll be on Thursday night. Splair, Juneteenth. It is Juneteenth tomorrow. The Dow is now down 12 points. The SPYs are up 23 cents at the moment. 25.77.78 on the GameStop shares with a high of 25.97. We're just 20 cents away from busting into new highs. We'll find out if this is going to happen or not. We'll just watch and learn. Here we go. It's okay. Jason Law says, Einstein Brothers bagels make it a pretty tasty sesame seed bagel here in Michigan. Goes great with my caramel macchiato. Oh, boy. Splair, I just want to be sure that market is closed tomorrow. The New York markets are closed tomorrow, so I'm off. Definitely. Closed tomorrow. AI is now up a dime. GameStop still holding a 49-cent gain. We're at 41.2 on ME, up 1.2 cents. SoFi is up 13 cents to 660. 660 on SoFi. This is the high of the day, 660 on 8.3 million at the moment. SoFi is at its high of the day right now. NVIDIA up 218. Rocket Lab is up 53.5 cents. 489 for the high. We're at 487.5, up 53.5 on 7.6 million volume on Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab is approaching 490 a share. Rocket Lab. RKLB. Yes, it's finally coming on. Congratulations, cash secured put writers on Rocket Lab. I know one in particular. Just talking to him yesterday. Well done. All right, keep it going, Rocket Lab. Matterport 404 down 8. Smart Rent down 2. Super Microcomputer up 37.59 at $925. Adobe up 475. Uber down 13 cents. It's Apple down to 130. Tesla down 480. Enphase up 42 cents. Netflix up 426. Congratulations, everybody. Let's hope every one of you is getting richer no matter which way this market is going. I hope so. Splair, if tomorrow's a holiday, Have a good holiday, everybody. I think I'm going to drive into another city, eat something over there, and come back in the afternoon. We can do that in Europe very easily and very economically. Of course, Jason, Go, SoFi, Zed of Triple Witching this week. Friday. Yeah, Friday. Welcome all. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for joining me. 25.40 now, 25.54 on GameStop. We've recovered a little bit here. Little dip, now a little run. 17.9 million on GameStop. Go SoFi, go. NVIDIA up 196, and we're up 50 cents on Rocket Lab. Go Rocket Lab, go SoFi, go GameStop, go AI. Oh, yes. Congratulations, all of you out there making money out there today. It's nice to have you here with us watching this activity. We'll see what's going on. Lorraine, yes, closed. We are celebrating Emancipation Day. There you go. Rock and roll. All right. 25.45, 25.46 on GameStop. About 50 cents below the high of the session. We've paused a bit here. 25.50 now. We'll see if there's going to be another run or not. The day before a holiday, I'm not expecting a lot. Well, we'll see. We'll just see. We'll see what's going on. 25.54, 25.55 just went through again. Go GameStop, go. Please take a run. Let's roll. Okay. Interesting time. Now let me take a look at this situation here on my channel. We've got thumbs ups coming in here, 299 to 300 of those. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. And the poll question. There's this poll question that I put up today. For some reason, I don't see it, but I did put up a poll question today. How is everyone doing with that? Did it go away or something? I don't know. For some reason, I don't see the poll question anymore. It was fairly evenly divided poll question. Talking about if someone was trying to buy up the stock, let's say 10% of the company, quietly without the world knowing about it, what would happen to GameStop shares? Would they do much? And it was kind of even. You guys were like 35% on all three answers. Like first response was not much would happen. The second response was I'll go 30 to 40. And then the rest of you were thinking, it'll go over 40. Even if someone just tries to buy quietly, it'll move the market nonetheless. Well, that poll question has been pulled. I don't know what happened to it, but it's not here anymore. I must have done something wrong. I must have said something. I can't find the poll question anymore on my channel. But there was a good crowd there. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe YouTube didn't like the way I was doing this. I have no idea. Maybe Ryan Cohen put a call in to complain. Hey, this guy's asking questions about us being taken over. We don't like it. I don't know. I'm just a guy asking a question about, hey, what do you think? Now that was the question, really. It was the what do you think question. What are your thoughts? For some reason, maybe it's wrong to have thoughts. I don't know. We have 303 thumbs up, so I thank you for that at this point in time. Well, what can I say? I'm doing the best I can with what we got, and we're just kind of going from there. Thank you all very much. All right. What else going on? Much going on? I don't know. We're up, like I say, the Rocket Lab shares were higher today. We're showing now a gain of about 49 cents on Rocket Lab. We're up 8 on SoFi, 8 cents at 6.54. We got the 6.60 there for a bit. And we're at 25.55 on GameStop. We're in the green over there. Matterport down 7 cents. 23andMe is up about a half a penny now. Aspire down 21 cents. ATIP down 6. SmartRent down 2. Apple down 150. Goldman down up 3.30. Cisco unchanged. Tesla down 4.5. Arc Innovations down 29 cents. Microsoft is down 2.25. Pfizer's up 30. HPQ up 11. Google is down $1.06. Amazon down $1.20. Nvidia is up 2.29 to 133.27. Unity unchanged. AI up a nickel. Adobe up 4.59. Spiders are only up 4 cents right now. running in a bit of a resistance. The year high, 548.53, that was this morning. We're backing off from the high just a little bit. Netflix up $2. The Qs are down 72 cents. They have backed off. They got up to 486.86. They're now 484.29. So just off the all-time highs. IBM down 72. Meta Platforms, Facebook down 490. Advanced Semiconductors up 416. Home Depot up 366. Enphase down 27. Palantir up 33. And Uber down 43 cents today. There we are. And what can I say? That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. The stock's up 8 on GameStop. Headline, GameStop stock falls as annual shareholder meeting fails to ignite meme stock rally. It's up 8 cents. That headline came out 7 minutes ago. The stock is up on GameStop. Was up as much as 50, 60 cents a share just a few moments ago. Headlines coming out that the stock is down again. Well, we're off a nickel. Technically true, down a nickel, but when that article came out 7 minutes ago, the stock was up almost a half a buck. You think there's some shills out there? You think there's some doubters about GameStop, non-fans, as it were, on GameStop? You think? I wonder. That's kind of odd, isn't it? Why would Market Watch do something like that? Wall Street Journal company. I don't understand it. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. Yes, Google is secret buying GameStop, says D.H. Ruda. That's what's going on. They're buying it. D.H. Ruda, GameStop, that's what's happening. Google's buying it. That's what's going on. Okay. Thank you. 25.40. We're up 18 on GameStop. Hey, D.H., you said it. Stock's up. It must be right. There you go. All right. We're down 38 points on the down now. Little red coming through. The spiders, very reluctant. They're still up 7 cents. They won't give up a gain, although there's red bars starting to show up here on the charts. Maybe Spider will back up a little bit today. Got up to 548.22. It's 547.19. $1 has been given back by spiders, and now it's just only up a nickel, so it's kind of hanging around there. Might be giving up a little bit of ground, maybe. Sharon, Qualcomm is continuing its strong run-up, says Sharon. Rock and roll. Could be option opportunities there. 25.40 on the GameStop shares, up 16, 17 cents, 18 cents a share. Just hanging on to a little gain. No bloodletting there. We're up a penny on AI. SoFi 652 up 5. NVIDIA up 234, and Rocket Lab up 50 cents at 484 on Rocket Lab. So we have some winners today, some better than others. A 10% gain on Rocket Lab with a 50-cent pop. Not bad. We'll take that. SoFi, it got to 660. It was up 15, 14 cents. So if SoFi would like to do another little consolidation and take it to 675 to 680, okay with me. We'll take a little gain there and see if we can add to that. Why not? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you all for being here today. Man, it's great to see you. It's great to have you be a part of this family. You're all welcome here. Thank you again, everyone, for popping through here. And 308 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Not bad. Appreciate this. You guys are great. I sure hope you can make a ton of money today on a market that isn't doing much on the day before a holiday. You shouldn't be expected to see a ton of activity today. We really aren't counting on that on a day before a holiday. If I don't see you till Thursday, enjoy, get some quality rest, and I'll do the same. I might do a video tomorrow. You never know. Something strikes me that I think you should be aware of. I go live, or I won't go live, but I'll do a video. I doubt I'll go live tomorrow. I don't think so, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what Auntie Jen has in store for me along with my daughter. Do they have plans that I'm unaware of? We'll find out about that. Thank you again, everyone, for your support, and I wish you all kind wishes. Champagne. What is it? Champagne dreams and caviar. Caviar wishes and champagne dreams. Isn't that what that guy used to say on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous? Caviar Wishes and Champagne Dreams. Wasn't that how he said that? That was a show. Oh my gosh. I think that guy became a millionaire. I don't know if the host of that show owned that show, but boy, he did that Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous for a long time, and it went into syndication. He made a lot of money. I am pretty sure he was paid very well for his work, and I think he got a lot of cameo appearances for his work as well. 25.50 on the old GameStop. We're climbing again. 45 cents from the high of the day. Go GameStop, go! 19 million volume. Looks like a little rally underway on your GameStop. 25.63. Yeah, they're definitely climbing. 25.63 again. Popping a little bit more. 65. Yep, 25.65 now. 30 cents away from the high of the day. Okay. Interesting. Well, you never know. Again, thank you all. B Tizzle, neat. Stock option sensei, neat. Brian, I bought 25 more shares of GameStop, sold another July 19, $30 compounding is fun. Compounding is a good time. Yes, we still work tomorrow, says Spicy Sharon. Girls always have plans, and guys don't know about. Oh, geez, Lorraine, meet and greet at Carmine's. I have not figured this out. We'll figure it out. When we know, you'll know. We'll figure it out. 25.55 on the GameStop. 25.60 now on GameStop. 19.13 million. Could GameStop be going for a new high, and could it break through 26 on this next run? Is it happening as I speak to you? Is there a little gathering storm coming in of buying that's going to take this through 26 to 26.25? I wonder. We're now back to 25.48 to 50, so I don't think so. But we get these little pullbacks, and then another shot, a little pullback, and a shot, and then a pullback, and then it goes. So maybe that's what's going to happen. I don't know about that. Spicy, I'm so sorry to hear you have to work tomorrow. That's too bad. It is what it is. The Dow's down 42. The spiders are red now. They're down 12 cents on the spiders. 547 even, 546.99. So we're right near and around the low of the session, it would appear. We are getting computer buy programs and sell programs kicking through this market right now, which is moving SPY into green or red territory. The Dow at the moment down 41 points. GameStop 25.48 right now on 19.25 million shares. There you go. Okay. All right. Anyway, I better get going. Guys, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day out there. Get richer. Keep me posted. We'll try to keep you posted on what's going on. Thank you for the 308 or more thumbs ups. If you're watching on the rerun, hit that thumbs up button. And we'll see you here Thursday morning for sure, and then Thursday night for the primetime live show for Gold Bagel members. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Get richer, and we'll see you real soon, okay? This is Bruce from Calgary, Alberta, signing off, saying thanks for everything. We'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.